Right then, what do we know so far? We know that an upfront fee is always exchanged when two parties enter into a CDS trade. This fee is made up of two parts. One is the accrual payment, which compensates the buyer for the fact that she pays the first coupon in full, even though she buys the CDS in between two coupon dates. The other part is the difference between the CDS spread quoted in the market and its standard coupon. We also know that this upfront fee can go in either direction. That is, it can be paid by the buyer to the seller or vice versa. Now, we have said this before, that CDS is still quoted in the old-fashioned way in a lot of cases, that is, in terms of spread. While that is still true, there are other ways too in which CDS is quoted in the market. One is in terms of points up front. Points up front, commonly known as just points, is nothing but that same upfront fee we've been talking about expressed in percentage terms. Let's look at that ubiquitous Glencore CDS. Instead of quoting at 757 basis points, it could have quoted about 12 points up front. It's essentially the same thing. The difference of 257 basis points over the life of the CDS expressed as a percentage of the notional amount. What this means is the buyer will have to pay 12% of the notional amount to the seller at the time of buying Glencore's CDS. So if the notional amount was $10 million, the buyer would have had to pay $1.2 million upfront. It's the same concept we've been discussing all along, just that it's expressed in a different manner in terms of points upfront. Or you can look at it as a percentage of the notional upfront. The payoffs for the buyer or the seller remains the same, no matter how it is quoted, in terms of spreads or points up front. What would be another market convention of quoting CDS? If you guessed price, well, you're right. CDS is quoted in terms of price, just like bonds. And the price of a CDS is nothing but 100 minus the points up front. So in our example, the price of Glencore CDS would be 100 minus 12 points, which is equal to 88 points per 100. In market parlance, it is commonly known as 88 cents to the dollar. Now you can sense that it is similar to the way in which a bond's price is quoted in the market. But there is an important difference. If a bond was going at 88 cents to the dollar, then you as a buyer would basically pay only 88% of the par value to buy the bond. However, in case of a CDS, it is the reverse. You pay 100 minus 88 or 12 points upfront, so 12% of the notional amount to buy the CDS. The remaining, of course, has to be paid as fixed coupons, which in Glencore's case, as we've seen, happens to be 500 basis points per annum. So, we're all set with the mechanics of CDS. In the subsequent parts, we will look at how CDS is traded in the market, who trades them and why, and how do they make profits or losses trading CDS. So, see you on the other side.